YouTube Nation? We're in Colorado Springs. Today is something unique. I'm going to show you a little bit of my training. This is what's known as the Palmer Park Trail System. There are several maps. None of them are extremely good, but I want to explain part of my hike today. I will go through several main points of the park. This park is rather large in the middle of the city, and you're about to find out what makes this park so unique. I will be doing parts of the Nature Trail, parts of the Templeton Trail, and parts of the Cheyenne Trail. All in all, it's probably close to 7 miles, maybe a little bit further of my hike today. There's lots of different types of trails. You got beginner trails, intermediate, and advanced. You also share this park system with cyclists. So as I said, this park is literally within a housing community. I mean, seriously, how many videos do you see of this with me? But like I said, I wanted to show you some of my training. I've been getting a lot of questions about gear. How do you prep? How do you train? You're crazy. How do you do like 3 hikes like Wheeler, Boundary, and Whitney in 4 days? And preparation is key. I constantly talk about it all the time. So this park is just a few miles from my house, and you're about to find out why this park is so cool and such a great place to get exercise. And obviously, if you're a local, you know here in Colorado Springs that Palmer Park is really one of the special places to hike. Now, with that said, the other reason why it's such great training is, you know, I have videos of the incline. And the incline in Manitou is really a religious event for a lot of hikers, for training grounds. But the incline is closed for a couple of months. So it leads to, you have to do other things, and you know, we all work, we all have to make a living, and so you cannot drive several hours to hike all the time, every time. Believe me, I wish I could. So you got to do a little prep other places, and I really can't make videos of myself swimming. I'm really not sure if you want to see that. So let's take a video of what it's like here in Palmer Park. You know, if I just showed you this, you'd have no idea where you're at. But you are in a park in the middle of town. Downtown Colorado Springs, this is the Cheyenne Mountain area, and right there's Pikes Peak. Can't see it today. That's why a day like today is great training. Can't see the mountain, and you've seen from my videos, I've hiked it in the rain. I think I'd rather be here. Again, you can kind of see pikes at the summit, but the clouds are rolling in. 70% chance of rain today, and that means that it's going to rain in Colorado Springs. Down there, the red, that is Garden of the Gods. Very, very popular destination for climbers, casual hikers, travelers. One more spot, might be difficult to see, but you could see like a line in the trees that goes straight up. That's the incline. Starting to get a little more into the central part of the park. You can see that there are still some bike tracks. You do have to share the road with them, but most of the time they're very courteous. but you wouldn't know where you're at. I told you you're in the middle of town. You'd never guess by the views. There are markers all throughout the trails letting you know where to go. As I said, we're going to take the Cheyenne Trail. It's labeled as a diamond black, not for skiing, but for difficulty. That means you'll see less bikers. A little more rock, a little more challenging. But that view right there, doesn't it make you think it's Zion or Bryce Canyon? Still following the Cheyenne Trail. I think you can see why I like coming here. It's enough mix of trail and rock to keep you on your toes and to enjoy the views. Look who decided to show up. That's Pikes. What's impressive about the bar trail is you start right down there by Manitou and do all that elevation, about 7,480? Is it about 7,500? 12 miles or so. My best time is 4 hours and 20 minutes. There's an awful lot of oak brush here in Colorado Springs. And oak has beautiful colors in the fall. So while there's aspen in the mountains, there's oak brush here at 6,000 feet. Not what you expected, did you? It's very beautiful throughout this whole hike. The views are really great. I mean, for a municipality town park. Oh, we're not done. I just wanted to point out these maps. There's quite a few of them. So you're never really lost. And frankly, you have cell phone reception and you have maps. So then you're definitely never lost. Unless you have T-Mobile, then you're on your own. Alright, so we're getting close to the nature trail. We're going to take that. And then off to another route. Go to the right. Okay. I listen good to instructions. Sometimes. We're leaving the nature trail and we're going to head to the Templeton. This is really the only part of the park that's near a major artery roadway. Here's a simple solution. Grab those headphones, crank out the tunes, and enjoy your beautiful walk here in Palmer Park. Lots of wildlife, hard for me to take video of hummingbirds and western blue jays, bunny rabbits running all over the place. If you're watching this, you're definitely not lazy because you're wanting to do it. We're sticking to the Templeton Trail. It jumps back and forth between evergreen and grassland to rock constantly throughout the park, changing the landscape. This is near one of the tops here in Palmer. Beautiful view. Okay, we have finally left all the others back to Palmer. Alright, we started down there and hiked up to that first ridge, cut it all the way across, and we've done a full circle. We're almost finished. Head down through the rocks, the trail's down there, and we're going to make a left. Folks, we're done. Just a short walk from here for me. A little bit of flat to walk back to the car. If you're a local and you live in Colorado Springs, why are you not using this? Very few people are here. I mean, on the weekends, yes, you'll find people here. But during the week, not so much. And Colorado Springs in the summertime is amazing. We've had maybe 4 days of 90+ degrees. I've done some traveling, of course, but you know, at 70s and 80s all summer. So it's a great park in the middle of the town. It's a fantastic place for me to do training. And, you know, you do training, hiking for hiking, sure. But as I was mentioning, I also swim. I do freestyle, 50 laps. If I'm doing 100-meter Olympic length pull, I do 25. And I'll do that 2 to 3 times a week, especially in the winter when it's a little harder to hike. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I do hike in the winter. But higher elevations, I don't. That's mountaineering, that's technical. I've done that stuff, and I want to let you know it's not for me. So, but bountiful flowers, the whole park, the trail mixes itself the entire time. It's a great place to come that's very short to my house and get some great exercise. I hope you've enjoyed the video. You're welcome to send me questions. Lots of you started to ask me questions about gear and clothing, so on and so forth. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you're not a subscriber. I've got plenty of awesome videos. I have now over 100 hiking videos, and they're all across the country, from Maine to California. We live in a beautiful country, an amazing place. We're very fortunate to have such a eclectic group of mountains, trails, valleys, canyons, national parks, state parks, and even town parks. It's for your success, aka Dr. Brandon 4. Thanks for watching. Get out on the trails.